Hi everyone. So this video is a special one. What if I say that if you don't qualify GATE, you're a general category student, you will get admission into MTech in IIT with the scholarship. Listen this carefully again. What if I say you that you are not qualified GATE exam, you're a general category student. I'm mentioning category because students tend to ask me that, and you are getting admission into MTech course. There are MS and PhD courses also, but I'm saying MTech with the scholarship, not self-sponsored, with the scholarship. This interaction with Sayali is something like that. Sayali could not clear her GATE exam, but she is very determined individual. She is in the final year. She not only got selected in one institute, she got selected in more than one institute. She got selected in IIT Jodhpur master's program. She got selected into Vellore Institute of Technology master's program. She got calls from IIT Hyderabad MTech programs, and result is awaited. Multiple calls. I'm very sure those of you who think that GATE is only exam and if we perish in that we need to wait for 1 year, think again. You need not to wait for 1 year. You start moving in the right direction, and there are so many career opportunities. So let's interact with Sayali and get a lot of information. Hi Sayali, and thanks a lot for giving your time to me.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much for interacting with me.
Sayali, you are a typical case, and this interaction is going to help thousands of students. You're a typical case where you were not having GATE score, but you converted that into very good selections and very good calls, I must say, in IITs, something like IIT Hyderabad to IIT Tirupati. So I'm very sure आपके साथ interaction is going to give a lot of inputs to the students who are aspiring to be in such institutes of national importance and premium institutes.
Thank you so much.
I start here, Sally, and I first tell all the students who are listening to this interaction that you have got selected in very interesting and good course, Masters of Public Policy in IIT Tirupati, with the scholarship in MTech course, that is master's course. And you got some more selections. I think you said Vellore Institute, VIT.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And also you got calls from IIT Hyderabad in self-sponsored.
Yes,
So
sir. And in IIT Jodhpur for biosciences and bioengineering, MTech.
Wonderful. So we will discuss that all, Sally. We'll discuss about that. But first, I want you to tell us about you, your brief introduction, which part of India you are from. And in my, I think you are still in final year, or you are in final year. You have to graduate this year.
Yes, yes,
so please tell us about you first, and then we proceed forward.
So hello everyone. My name is Saili Gulhane, and I'm from Nagpur, Maharashtra. I have completed my 10th standard from ICSE board, my 12th standard from Maharashtra State Board, and I have just completed my BTech degree in biotechnology. Just last month, I gave my final year exams. So yeah, that's all about me.
Now, Sally, when you wrote your exam, GATE exam, so you could not qualify that, right?
Yeah, sir. I got a score of about 26.
Okay. What was your CGPA in BTech?
So 9.43.
That was wonderful. So how you felt when you could not qualify GATE? Because you are a wonderful student. I know that your CGPA is very good, and I have personally interacted with you. And you cleared many exams of IIT. You cleared exams, written exams of IIT later on. So how you felt when you could not qualify this exam?
So definitely it is not a good feeling when you actually put so much of effort and then you understand like you are not getting through it. It was my second attempt. I tried in third year also. Okay. I got 18 at in that year, and now I got 24. But I understood, sir, that it is a national level exam, and so many people are there with so much potential. And like I would say, like it is at one point you feel that, but at second moment you understand that you have to do something about it. You can't just take that moan and live like that. I cannot just go for it and all those things. And I was not ready to actually spare one more year for GATE. I was like, मैं नहीं दे सकती और एक साल. I just can't go blindly preparing for GATE without any backup plans and all those things. So I took actions in regard with that, and I definitely found your YouTube channel. So it was really a hope, and I stick to it like very precisely, if I would say.
बहुत बहुत वैलिड पॉइंट है ये सैली, व्हाट यू सेड, लाइक वेस्टिंग years after years.
Yes,
I
sir.
am saying wasting because there are many capable students like you. GATE is just one exam. It may not click. Does not mean you cannot enter into these wonderful courses and wonderful institutes.
Yes,
And
sir.
1 year is very very valuable in the life of any individual, a capable individual, and they can
Yeah.
make big difference. And you can learn a lot. Economy is booming nowadays. So many things you can learn. So अच्छा
Yes.
decision था, and now you have proved that it was the right decision by preparing after GATE exam also, and you kept on pushing, kept on applying, and you converted it also.
Yes, sir.
सैली, ये क्वेश्चन बहुत से स्टूडेंट्स पूछते हैं, मे बी उनको ये इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए कि कैटेगरी, किस कैटेगरी के साथ कोई स्टूडेंट आगे जा रहा है. सो कैन यू रिवील अस योर कैटेगरी आल्सो?
So mine is OBC cream layer, but I come under general category. So मुझे लगता है सर कैटेगरी का तो इंडिया में काफी प्रॉब्लम है, but it's like when you study at a certain level, category doesn't matters. And people with general and SC ST have a very natural, I can say, advantage. But if you have a core knowledge of your field, definitely you can get into anywhere you want.
Through this interaction, I also want to request all the students who are watching us that we should respect the effort of every individual, whether he is in this category or he is not in category. कोई भी individual जब effort करके आगे जा रहा है, तो we should appreciate that instead of we start criticizing and all. We should appreciate that because हर आदमी की अपनी fight है, हर आदमी का अपना effort है, और हमें उससे सीखना important है. अब चलते हैं सैली for opportunities which you explored. So please tell us one by one where you got the interview calls or where you got the written exam calls. Without GATE, you were appearing without GATE. So what were the opportunities? Because many students will be listening to you. Not only your this information is important for biotechnology people, but it is relevant for all other branches also. So as a student not having GATE score, aspiring to be in IT system and all, and other reputed institutes in India like Vellore Institute or Birla Institute and all these institutes are there, and now IITs are coming with self-sponsored opportunities also. So हमें डिटेल में बताएं कि what opportunities did you explore?
So definitely, I filled a lot of forms, I would say. So IIT Hyderabad was one of my most like hope कि यार इसमें तो हो ही जाएगा कुछ ना कुछ. So sir, in IIT Hyderabad, I filled form for MTech Biotech, self-sponsored category, entrepreneurship, climate change, and biomedical.
Okay.
And so I got interview calls for MTech Biotechnology, climate change, and biomedical also.
Okay.
And but for entrepreneurship, we had to go in Hyderabad, but I was not able to go because of
Okay.
IIT Tirupati. So I like for MTech in biotechnology, they told me like I was just a fresher and I was not having much of experience in biotech field. So that is the reason we are rejecting you. I was like, okay. And
अच्छा,
in
उन्होंने इंटरव्यू में बोल दिया, they told you in that interview?
actually, sir, I made the professor after that. What was the, I wanted to learn, of course. I wanted to actually take an opportunity, take a leap of faith because I had no option at that point.
Okay.
And I asked them, sir, what are the things which were lacking in my interview? Because I almost gave major answers and they dig deep on the research areas.
अच्छा.
And I had literally, being a COVID student, like 2 years, my degree
BTech,
went in. Yeah. So I literally did not had any strong internship background. So I really asked them. So they gave me really nicely. They reverted me. They told me like, "आप fresher हो अभी. Please come up with some nice strong experience, and then we will definitely consider you."
Okay.
So this was one of my very first IIT Hyderabad's MTech in biotechnology interview. Then there was from climate change, IIT Hyderabad only, and then biomedical also.
Okay. So you had interview in climate change also?
Yeah, I did.
That went well?
Yeah, so that went well, but the results are not out yet.
Result is still not out, huh?
Still not out.
Okay. And
so
what else?
And so biomedical was also good, but I was not really that much into biomedical because my core is biotechnology, and biomedical consists of electronics and biotech. Kafi like there is a club, so I was not that much interested, but it went okay only. And then I got rejected from IIT Gandhinagar for PhD course, and also from IIT Mandi for PhD course because
लेकिन
they.
आपको IIT गांधीनगर PhD का कॉल आ गया था, राइट?
नो सर, मेरा सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ था एप्लीकेशन का बिकॉज ऑफ लेस एक्सपीरियंस.
अच्छा, उन्होंने आपको कॉल नहीं किया?
जी बिल्कुल
Okay,
नहीं. So for IIT Jodhpur, MTech in biosciences and bioengineering, the interview is on 4th of July.
Okay, that is self-sponsored only, Sayal?
Self-sponsored.
Okay, IIT Jodhpur also.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I gave the written exam for IIT Tirupati's Masters in Public Policy course, and then I went for interview physically at Tirupati. So yeah, these were the calls. And then so for VIT, I gave the exam. Like my base was good, so I got category 1. And
so what do you mean by category 1, Sayali, in Vellore Institute of Technology?
Yes, sir. So Vellore does not ask for GATE course, GATE score. They just consider it like that only. But everyone has to go through the written exam.
Written exam.
I mean that like online exam. So category 1 is with less fees. Of when people get a good rank, they are placed in category 1. When people with rank more than like 1,000 or like something like that, they get category 2. The fees is almost 1.5 lakh or 2 lakh more.
Okay.
So I got category 1 for VIT. So was happy for that. Like at least MTech in biotechnology I got somewhere. But then the results of MPP also came, so that was a turning point.
So if I'm to summarize now, you got into self-sponsored opportunities. You got the calls from self-sponsored, in which IIT Jodhpur you converted. IIT Hyderabad का result awaited है अभी. और आपको ये जो तिरुपति में मिला है MTech in public policy, Masters in Public Policy, that is not self-sponsored. It is with scholarship. Am I right in that?
So actually, the problem was it was track 1 and track 2. Okay. So they said the valid score will be given by the institute.
Okay.
So it was actually 17 or 18, I guess. I could have gone through GATE score.
Okay.
I was not actually, I was not knowing that at that point. So track 1 was through GATE and track 2 was through written exam, interview and something like that. Okay. So what happened is there were only 18 seats.
Okay.
And there were about 150 to 200 people for interview.
Okay.
Yeah, so they took interviews for 4 to 5 days in slots. And actually everyone who got through that exam was through track 2 only. Like everyone got through interview, written exam. So I guess that is the reason why they gave fellowship to all the people who came through track 2. Because there was
you got a fellowship also.
Yeah, that is the reason.
I tell you one more thing. IIT जोधपुर में भी without fellowship भी वो invite करते हैं, application मांगते हैं, लेकिन eventually fellowship मिल भी जाता है. You get the fellowships also. Scholarship आपको मिल जाता है later on. जैसे कई स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे हैं जो जोधपुर में विदाउट फेलोशिप स्कॉलरशिप अप्लाई करते हैं. हमने भी करवाया, इस बार काफी स्टूडेंट्स गए थे, उनको मिलता है लेकिन बाद में दे गेट इट. दैट इज हाउ इट डन. सो दिस वाज विद स्कॉलरशिप. नाउ यू आर गोइंग टू गेट, एंड देन सेल्फ स्पॉन्सर्ड अपॉर्चुनिटीज आर देयर. एंड देन वेलोर इंस्टीट्यूट is something which is private institute and which is reputed institute. You got that also, right, Sally? Okay, now let's come back to our, so have you decided where you want to join now?
So yes, I have been preparing for UPSC like 2 to 3 years during my undergrad degree. I was having a mindset ki no, I am going to leave my technical background at some point. Anywhere else, I am going to be an engineer by heart, obviously. But I wanted to go in that direction. So I luckily got MPP, and you made me understand many things after that. Yes. So I got really streamlined in that area.
Yes, I remember, because at one point of time, I remember we discussing two options. One was biotechnology in Vellore Institute of Technology, which is very good institute, and I'm sure there are placements also there. And second was Master of Public Policy, जो reputed IIT Tirupati के अंदर है, और ये थोड़ा सा हटके कोर्स है. But then I interacted with some of the mentors, some of the faculty members of my own friends in IIT system, and I realized that this course is wonderful actually. Because नॉन कोर जॉब्स के लिए जो हम बोलते हैं ना, नॉन कोर जॉब्स में हमें जाना है सैली, लाइक डाटा साइंस में देख रहा था, इसके सारे करिकुलम के अंदर डाटा साइंस एंड ऑल दीज डोमेन्स आर देयर. And nowadays public policy is something which is to be made very, very meticulous, and data is going to play a very crucial role in framing the public policies, roughly if I discuss that way. So in my opinion, I think if we do this course very nicely, we find opportunities to work with the government systems also, not only India I'm talking about the global organizations, global organizations under the umbrella of United Nations and all. We have opportunities to work in those domains. I personally find this course very good, Sayali, and that is what I discussed with you. And that is a point at which we decided to go for this and leave these particular things, other options side. So I believe this is a right decision, Sally, what we are taking, and that will certainly provide us opportunities there. Now I'm coming to different part, Sally, that there are thousands and lakhs of students who, when they get rejected at particular stage, like GATE, they do not qualify and all, they tend to lose the hope. Despite of our asking them, telling them that there are opportunities, and there are so many good institutes like Birla Institute is there, Vellore Institute is there, self-sponsored in NITs, Warangal and Trichy and Surathkal, they are coming, self-sponsored in Hyderabad, Jodhpur kind of institutes are coming, and then IIT Madras, IIT Kharagpur, they ask for projects, so many opportunities. And yours is one of the typical case of IIT Tirupati also now. So, but students somehow do not believe. Even if they believe, they do not apply. Even if they apply, they do not prepare for interview. Even if they prepare for interview, they don't go physically to the campus. You are the typical case who went to Tirupati physically. Where did you travel from? Can you tell us that also? Because I remember telling students कि जाओ इंटरव्यू दो, कंपटीशन कम होगा. Students say नहीं सर मेरे को बहुत दूर travel करना पड़ेगा. We don't want to go. So how was that interview offline for you?
Sir, firstly I would like to say जितने भी लोगों को depression आता है exam के बाद, it is very natural. Please soak it, go through the phase, 2 to 3 days, try to understand what went wrong. You cannot be in that emotion for a long time and then say यार मुझसे कुछ हो ही नहीं पाएगा. That will never work for you in life. I understood that, and I think exam ही ऐसी है, the nature of the exam is such that you have to go working, because if your fundamentals are clear, if your concepts are clear, you will definitely go through it. And if you are not, it doesn't mean it is not clear or something like that. You don't have the potential, nothing, not at all. Take 2 to 3 days, definitely plan, chalk out the work, whatever you want to do, actually make the priorities clear first. Why you want to do a particular thing. If you want to do, like, what are the, like, what is the inspiration? It will definitely drive you towards somewhere. And so secondly, going like physically to Tirupati. So firstly, as a non-GATE person, I didn't qualify GATE. So when I got mails from IIT for interview and all that, I felt very grateful, because it was like
मेरे को बुला रहे हैं. They're calling me, right?
मेरे को बुला रहे हैं, पता नहीं. So I was like, I felt very grateful. I felt it is like an opportunity, like once in a while, and I was like, I gave my 110%. I went through everything. I went through their post module and all those things. At least at this point, when you don't have a GATE score, but they're still considering you, is a big thing.
Very good.
And you should respect that. 110% you should respect that. You should not take anything granted in your life. Like all the mentoring you are getting at this particular point, and all the inspiration, all everything, you should never take it granted. I tried to study as hard as I could. I actually revised my GATE syllabus more than that, and I would say, like, when I cleared IIT Tirupati's written exam, and they called me at Tirupati. So I told my parents, they were actually thrilled. They told me, okay, this is a good opportunity, and you have to respect the institutes after all. They are calling you, and it is a one-time opportunity.
Yes.
You have to take it, and this is the thing which will make your career. You cannot take a career for granted. Like, not for God's sake, I would never do it. And like IIT Hyderabad gave us an opportunity to speak to them, interview through online. Like, this is a privilege, I would say. Like, after all these things and all those struggles, you are getting calls from IIT. People are actually responding. So I think it is your prime duty to respect them. Go and give the, I will say, all the interviews, face the things. You will definitely earn experience, not if the offer letter. So I would say go for experience. And mine, so my tickets were sponsored actually. My tickets was, everything was sponsored.
वो किसने किया sponsor?
So Tirupati nahi kiya.
IIT, they gave you tickets also. that was really very wonderful, no? Sally, that is good. So eventually you went there, and then physically where you stayed, that is in Tirupati only. I mean,
So,
some IIT.
yeah, yes, sir. I actually they were also ready to sponsor air tickets. We were not knowing that about it.
Is it?
So
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
yes. Sir. So we actually boarded a train, me and my father,
Hmm.
from Nagpur. It was like at afternoon, and then we went overnight, and then morning like 7:30 we reached there. My interview was like around 10:30.
Hmm.
And IIT Tirupati is kind of in outskirts. Like it is very much pahado mein, the college is whole in that. So yeah, outside the railway station there are so many lodges. So we got freshen up and like we took our breakfast and like in 45 minutes we were there at IIT like at 9:30 to quarter to 10.
Good. So interview went well, huh? When you faced interview, this everything was good.
Very nice, very nice. Like
So you were knowing that you can get
I
selected.
was 110% sure I would get it.
So
Though
professors were Sally, because public policy तो उन्होंने क्या पूछा था आपसे, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी का पूछा था, what did they ask you?
no, sir, the questions were very discreet. I would actually say this was not a question and answer interview. It was more of a discussion thing.
Okay.
Actually, there were so many people who were actually 2 to 3 years like older than me, also 5 years older than me, who were from the background of urban planning, architecture. Many of them were engineers. So I got the gravity of that in the interview hall only. So when I went in the interview hall, there were 3 people with the 2 panels. So one of them was engineer. So people who were engineer were directed towards the panel where engineers were sitting.
Okay.
So, yeah, so they asked me to firstly introduce myself. I totally introduced myself. They understood that I am an engineer. Then they asked me to solve some of the derivative and integration questions on the whiteboard. I did that. And then they asked me why I am shifting from BTech biotechnology to MBP. That is the main question they ask, and they need a very clear answer from you. And they want to understand your temperament at a whole. So I made them understand that. And then they asked me what is the scope of biotechnology, what is biotechnology at core. Then I made them understand that. And after that they asked me everything like 2 to 3 like technical words from MPP's course module. So I was not able to answer it, but I tried it by actually breaking the words, extracting some meaning out of them. I told them, so I don't know at point, but I would really try to make you understand by breaking the points, and I did that. After that they asked me about my favorite policy which was running in India. I played safe. I told about Magan Rega, and they asked me about the pros, the cons, the limitations, the scopes, and then they gave me very runtime questions like if I am a policy maker, this is the kind of situation, and what will you do? I answered that, and also like if I have to work in the like stream of policy making, what will be the like domains in which I would like to work. So I told them urban planning, women empowerment, all those things. And then they like it was more of a discussion. Like I told them about GST and all that. So they actually like 10 to 12 minutes they actually discussed only GST with me, like how
Okay.
deep you know the things.
Okay.
And I would like to say one thing: if you are confident enough about some things, just
Then
go
only.
for it. Then and then only. I was very confident because I have read it in UPSC. I have a very nice like hold on it, so I explained it properly. And then they asked me why officers are not able to, policies are very wonderfully made nowadays. So many good people are there, so many experienced people are there. So why officers cannot implement it? And then they asked me about corruption. Then they asked me about climate change, global warming, greenhouse effect. So it was very diverse. I would say mine was like 35 minutes.
So maybe
Interview.
you got the feel of civil services interview only, Sayali. Because
Totally, sir, totally.
these are the things which are asked in the civil services interviews.
Totally. So I got the whole feel. I was like, okay, ho gaya. UPSC का interview हो गया. So yeah.
Achha, Sally, now since you have decided to go for this course, Master of Public Policy, in prestigious IIT Tirupati, and maybe your colleagues, your classmates, maybe not engineers, also from different walks of specializations. So what you are planning to do some after this your masters? What career opportunities, even if it is vague in your mind, which direction you are thinking as of now?
So definitely policy making will open so many doors. Not actually, I would not be able to answer very concretely
Yes.
right. But United Nations is one of the most amazing opportunities anyone could get. And learning from Oxford, then coming here and doing something really nice in working with government hand in hand,
Yes.
and scripting policies is would be actually impacting people directly. So I think, sir, this I would definitely explore it more, and networking will be one of the most important thing for me. I will network with more and more people and try to understand the aspects. I'm still trying to understand the aspects, but definitely working in core and policy making is what I'm thinking of right now.
Wonderful. So you rightly said बहुत सी चीजें अभी clear नहीं होंगी unless until you join the course and then you realize what these guys are doing, what professors are into, और बहुत अच्छा opportunity रहेगा. So that is wonderful, Sayali. Now we have come almost to an end of this wonderful session. Very
Yes, sir.
energetic session from your side and a lot of information. You want to say something to the youngsters who are listening to you?
So definitely, firstly, thank you so much for providing me a stage to talk to people and to communicate through to so many people. I would like to say just one thing. It is never end of life if you can't actually go through particular exam. It is just a phase. You need to understand that there is not only one way to go towards one thing. There can be so many ways. Like self-sponsored thing was out of my mind. I never expected it. Like I never thought like IIT में जाने के लिए ये भी कुछ हो सकता है. It was very new when I actually went through the YouTube videos. I just wanted to say one thing: just keep dreaming. Try to understand and chalk out your priorities. If you know what you want to do, you will never fail. You will definitely take out some or other options to go towards it. Like there are things, if you're dreaming of some things, something, and you are not getting the particular way you thought, but there are definitely different ways, different routes through which you can go towards that. And always work on your fundamentals, keep your subjects clear, focus on the fundamentals, concepts, and do not take granted anything in your life. Like I would like to say, do not take granted your sadness, do not take granted your parents who are actually working on you day and night. Do not take your mentors for granted. If they're telling something, please try and do, because they're experienced. And every opportunity is gold in it. Just you have to understand, like for me, master in public policy is a leap of faith. Now also I am not able to make understand people कि ये है क्या. Okay, it's not like that कि I got IIT का tag आ गया. Still people are not understanding what is MPP. So one thing I would like to say, there is no need of people understanding everything. You have to make sure that you are clear in your mind. You will definitely take out opportunities from nowhere if you have that particular esteem and potential. And all the best to everyone. I would say, like, do your best, and please follow the mentors. Nothing
Thank you.
else.
So, and Sayali, this I'll keep on covering your journey later on, because the moment you are in public policy, I'll again interact with you, and I want to spread information about this course to students. So maybe once 1 year is complete, and again I'll request you to share now what is this course going on, and I'll keep on tracking your career. So that if it is shown as a career trajectory, career path, that Sally from biotechnology got this and then now she is doing this, now these are opportunities, तो मेरे को लगता है ज़्यादा अच्छा perspective लोगों को पता चलता है. That is how it is done. And one more thing, Sally, like whenever we are interacting with the person like you, there are so many students who get inspired and they want to interact with you. So what we have decided this year onward is, like, whosoever we will interact, and we will ask the students if they are interested to interact with you. We'll again have a common Zoom session, you on board, and those students who want to interact, we will request them also to come, and then maybe they can get benefited to your knowledge. So I hope it is okay with you, Sally.
Definitely, it's my utmost pleasure. I would do anything to help. Yeah.
Chalo, Sally, all the very best for your career ahead, and
Thank you.
wish you land up in United Nations and do marvelous for India.
Thank you so much, sir.